Hello you beautiful people, welcome back to the Hike Plays video. Today is the day we finally start Epic 7 on the free-to-play account. So for those of you who don't know, the free run event is about to launch. I've made this a few hours before, just so I can start a little bit early. I mean, the best time to start Epic 7 is as soon as as soon as you can. You should never really delay. It's great for that. So, now, for those of you who've never played Epic 7 before and are sort of following me from the Haiku or the Blue Lock space, Epic 7 is a wonderful hero collector gacha game. It's probably one of the most free-to-play gacha games I have ever played, and this account is going to be completely free-to-play. So, we're going to set some goals for ourselves at the start of this series, and we're going to try and progress, and we're going to stop once we finally get to the point where we've hit our final goal, which is probably going to be about Challenger tier in Arena. So, when you first start off, you're going to want to download Epic 7. There is a free run collab coming out, and that is the units that we're actually chasing on this account. So the plan is we're going to do mostly free-to-play stuff. We're going to do fully free-to-play stuff, but we're going to pick up and use mostly the characters that we get in this account that potentially aren't some of the top tier MLs. If we do end up putting any light and dark units that are really good, we're going to probably try and not use them just to make this a bit more of a realistic experience for the average person. So anytime we get anything too lucky, we will try and not use. We'll try and use mostly characters that you will be able to attain so that you can pretty much imitate and won't hit any of the stumbling blocks as you progress through the game. So when you first launch the game, this is the screen you're going to hit. I'm going to hit cancel the tutorial as I don't need it. What you're going to want to do day one or right now is go into your episodes, and you're going to want to clear the game up until chapter 2. So over here, once you clear up to chapter 2, you will be given the option to reroll. You'll get your first summon, and that's going to be the point where you can finally do your first reroll. I don't actually recommend rerolling in this game. Being super honest with you, I do not recommend rerolling in this game. I don't think it's necessary. If you want to really min-max, by all means, you could spend hours doing it. But this game is so good when it comes to giving free stuff away that it really isn't that important. What you're going to want to do is push to the end of chapter 2, as I'm doing right now. And then if it's depending on the time of your day, you're going to hopefully be able to get your check-ins like this. And you're going to want to ideally do this before the free run event launches. If you can't, if you see this video late or whatever, it's fine. It's just, I want to start the free run event with this attack set. So I'm logging in just a little bit earlier just to be able to have this pretty much ASAP. You'll just get it day 2. It is what it is. It's not that important. But pretty much, you're going to want to push to the end of chapter 2 because that's going to finally unlock this menu at the top right. Here you're going to be able to unlock the Orbis Guide, and in the Orbis Guide we are going to be able to pretty much, start our journey in Epic 7. The Orbis Guide is kind of the key. Now, there are some gift codes, which I will show you, and I'll have it in the description of the video. You should go and redeem those. I'll put the link to the website where you can redeem those. It's going to give you a small edge, but of course gift codes will change over time, and over time they will expire. So if you don't have access to said gift codes, it is what it is. We're just going to put our Victorica in. I'm just going to keep plowing through the story as I talk. So gift codes will expire, unfortunately, so you want to use them as soon as they can. Right now, there are a couple available. I'll link them. Make sure you use them. Get your units. There is an ML, actually, right now through those gift codes. So if you hit a nice one, congratulations. If you don't, it is what it is. But anyway, this series, as I said, we're going to be getting Fern. We're going to be getting Fury of Free Ren, and we're going to be trying to push to the highest level, at least up to Challenger in Arena, and maybe more. Throughout the series, I will try and show you things that you can buy if you do want to spend, but again, this is going to be free to play for us. So if you want to spend, we'll try and cover that. Otherwise, for the most part, we're gonna, stick to the free to play stuff. And yeah, I just can't wait to show you guys more and more. We will at some point unlock Tieria when you do finally get her. If you do see this video and I haven't released the next update, I'm just going to tell you now, when you get Free Spirit Tieria, that is the character you want to put as much resources into as you can, so levels, etc. And gear. She is going to carry you through the story early on. And other than that, boys, I'm excited to just bring you guys this series. So if you are excited and you want to play this game alongside me, download Epic 7 right now, join the global server, and hopefully By the time you guys are up and running, I'll have even a guild up. Who knows? And we can all play together, and you can tell me your growth, I'll show you mine. If you're watching this years down the line of this being made, maybe look at my more recent videos. Maybe we're still doing this. Who knows? But yeah, this is going to be a fun little start. I'm super, super excited, as I said, for free run. Now, let's keep pushing through story. Throughout the story, we're going to be getting lots of gems and summons and all these other cool stuff. I want to try and get to the point where I can show you where the rerolls are before. I'm just going to skip through all of this. By the way, if it's your first time playing, I do recommend reading through the story. It is really good. I know it will slow you down a little bit, but it is kind of worth it for the first time. Right. Let's just do that. We could throw... Oh, we can't. We've got no units. What am I saying? Cool. Keep pushing.
Get ready.
In fact, it might be better if we just cut the video here, and then I will be back once we get to the end and we get to the reroll bit. See you in a sec. Guess who's back? It's me. So, right, we have finally pushed the end of chapter 2. We can now summon. We can now do Orbis. So, the tutorial is going to take us to the summon page. We will actually go there first. Now, every single player is going to start. This free summon is going to be Angelica. She is really, really important. We are going to use her potentially in Wyvern and pretty much in story. She's going to be one of the best healers for us for a very, very long time. So expect her to be used. She is really good. Now, at this point, you're going to want to continue the story. You're going to want to push through the story and keep getting, as I said before, you're going to want to try and push your story up until episode 1 and the end of episode 1. Right now we are in chapter 0, as I call it, 6th world. Once we're done with that, we'll move on to episode 1, and by the end of day 1 I want to be completing episode 1 entirely. Along your journey, the best way to do it is coming into the Orbis guide in the top right corner. Now, Path of Heirs is a specific event that only appears to new players. I don't know if returning players get it, but new players do. And throughout this, there's going to be a number of different quests. And this goes on for a while. So you can see throughout this, there's going to be a lot that we're going to get. It's going to be gear, it's going to be summons, it's going to be characters, it's going to be a lot of things. You're going to want to progressively just be working on this. In fact, this is pretty much your main focus for day 1 and day 2. You're going to want to come in, you're going to use the penguins for heroes. Penguins are used for heroes, otherwise they're used for selling and getting gold. You're going to want to clear chapter 3. Again, you're going to acquire a connection character. This is going to be Free Spirit Syria, the character I was talking about. Clear Spirit Altar. I wonder if we can get her now, just so I can show you. No, we do have to finish chapter 3 to get her. That is fine. But we're going to want to be blasting through this. And then we're going to blast through part 2, where we finally start to get gear. I would pretty much stick this gear immediately on Tieria. And then as we come through, you'll get more stuff. You'll get a skin for her. And then you'll get some more gear, which again would go probably onto Tieria immediately. That's pretty much going to be my aim, and probably yours too. We're going to try and get up to level 40, then potentially level 50, and progress through the game. She is going to be the main carry moving forward. There is also Moonlight Blessing. It does look like you can pretty much immediately acquire this, which means you can get access to any of these Moonlight heroes, which means we can use them in the series. So we've got ML Ken, we've got Judge Kisei, we've got Corvus, Ruel of Light, Tenebria, and Vildred. From all of this, realistically, the 2 best are going to be the 2 with the little thumbs. Spectre Tenebria, pretty much all the times that I've started new accounts, I've always gone Tenebria, so I'm going to go with Vildred this time. Tenebria is probably better early on, whilst Vildred, for me, just is a little bit better later in the game. Especially when you can start getting the gear and really maxing him. He does a lot of work. So he is the character I'm going to go. In fact, I'll select him now, which means we can start using him immediately. If you don't like the selection, you can come and reset it. I think it's once, twice, potentially you're allowed to do it. But I would pretty much lock in one of those 2. And then pretty much we're going to start completing these missions. So reach hero level 60 on 2 heroes. That's going to unlock our first connection. Then awaken 3 heroes to 5-star. Going to get the next one. And once we've finished all of this, we are going to own him outright, which is really cool. But in the meantime, we can use him, and we will use him. So that's really, really important. You can come and do that. You can also look at the left-hand side. There's going to be different events. All of these events are going to be different based on when you start. For example, this is 14 days left, but by the time you start, there is a very, very good chance this event doesn't exist. Do I think you should be investing in this event if you're like pay to win? Sure. Like, these gears are going to help early on. That's a lot of stats early on, and Torrent's pretty hard to get early on. You'd probably enjoy that for just $26. This gear is considerably better, sort of mid-game gear. I'd say the other gear was early game. This is definitely more mid-game gear. And if you're going to pick, this is a really, really good one as well for mid-game. But again, we're going free to play. We won't be touching this. So if you're going to go free to play, don't worry about it. In the events tab, there is some stuff. Now, again, this is due to change. I'm 4 hours away from this event disappearing. So I don't know if it's fair for me to pick this up or not. I will not pick it up. You know what? I will not pick it up. But if you do manage to log in, and this event is still up, I 100% recommend coming in, doing this, getting up to 800 sugar, and coming in and collecting your 5-star ML. I'm not going to do it, as I said, but you should. And then, of course, there is the ranked achievements and the benefits. So if you top up at all, you'll get a 5-star Bologna. This is a very, very good character. But again, since we're free to play, we will not be touching her. But this will help progress you through your account even faster. Not that it's necessary, but it's an option. And the second one is the ranked achievement. So as we play through the game, getting rank 10 is going to give us summons. Rank 15 is going to give us Iseria. This, everyone's going to get access to. The Song of Stars is very, very good. It's going to be really useful when we're clearing hunts. Being able to get target is going to help a lot. So, and then later on we'll get summons and other bits. So this is really, really useful stuff. Lastly, you'll have the pass. By the time the free run pass comes out, there'll be even more stuff here. But for those of you who want to spend, this is a really solid first pickup. I think the total is about 5k. Is it 5,000? I think it's 5,000 Skystones. I could be wrong. And it's a good pickup for 5,000. It's probably the best value for money Skystones to dollar that you have in the game, and it only really comes at the start. The hero boost, again, if you want it, again, we picked up Vildred. You get Spectre Tenebria for free. For free. If you spend money, you get Spectre Tenebria as a part of this, along with her skin, which is quite nice. Do I recommend you pick this up? Yeah, if you want Spectre Tenebria as well on start. Normally they don't give away characters. This is $30, which is, it's alright. I'd say arguably this is good value, but yeah, you know, it's up to you. Again, we're sticking to free to play. All of these do have free to play rewards, by the way. For free rewards, definitely go pick up your penguins. Definitely go pick up your Skystones. Definitely go and finish your missions as you do them, because they'll help you progress and get more of the free results. And then you've got your epic conquest as well, so you want to go and pick these up. I don't really care too much for this. The gear is always solid. Oh, there's actually plus 15 gear at the end. And it's an effectiveness speed piece. Holy, this is actually quite good. How much is this? This is also $30. You know what? If you had to pick between the two, I think I prefer this. Do I think this is like super crazy gear? No, it's only 88 gear score, but it's an effectiveness speed ring. And for those of you who are new to the game, you won't know, but this is actually kind of really solid as a piece of gear. You're normally looking for effectiveness pieces later on in PvP and stuff, so that's actually quite good. This is actually be a good set on her, isn't it? Yeah. So this is actually a pretty solid set, but you need to get to rank 21 to be able to even get it. You know, probably a decent stuff, and that's just not going to happen, but we'll take the free leaf. Cool. Right, there you go. That's day one. I'm going to keep pushing, and then I'll hopefully have a video at the end of day 2 or some point in day 2 where at least we're summoning for free ren and rounding off the day. So I'll hopefully see you then, and I'll also have some summons on my main account as well, because we'll be really hard summoning for free ren there. Boys, make sure you like and subscribe, because we're going to be doing lots more Epic 7 content. Hopefully you can enjoy it, and if you guys find any ways to improve the content, let me know, and we'll try and implement it. I'll see you on the next video. Bye.